Hi everyone, so today I have this stamp and die set, and stencil set that Die and Press has brought to HSN for the October craft day. It is called Cowgirl, is what it says there. So they did send this item free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own. And any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links. So thank you for using those if you would like. And again, with currently with YouTube and HSN, it might be a little shopping bag embedded in the video there, or possibly the word shop, or just the items will be there or right under the video. So thanks for using those if you would like to. Check this out. Oh, I love the little boots. They have the lower ones and the higher ones. It looks like a cowboy hat. I see a little horseshoe there, a couple of them. So let's open this guy up. So we have our acrylic stamps and thin metal dies, and of course some stencils like it said on the packaging there. So let's check this all out. I love that little shape. How cute is that for like any card? You know, I love having those things like that. Let's open this up. We'll check that out. You have your standard issue tools here. You have your applicator for the sticky sheets, and then you have your cutting folder for the marquee. If you don't have a marquee, again, these will go through any machine that cut thin metal dies. But I always love that they include that for your marquee. And let's check this out. So we have some stencils. It looks like this really pretty pattern. I love that kind of Southwest pattern. We have some spotlights, like a circle and an arch. Very cool. Look at the little horseshoes. That is so cute. And then like some cowboy boots or cowgirl boots and stars and things. And then again, that beautiful die. You have this one that cuts out this stamp that has like a rope kind of look to it, but like a frame. Some ways of using those frames there. Your cowboy hat, however you want to dress it up, and die there. So those are stamps with dies. So we have like a little star symbol. You have your horseshoes. You have, I like that they have them up because that's for good luck. You have stars and again, the dies for those guys, and then the little, they're like dogwood kind of flowers, right? Is that what they are? So cute. And then the die for that. Again, the tall boots, the lower boots, they have some really cute detail on them. And then, oh, look at the wild, like, horses, or just horses running with the die for that. And then the characters like you saw over here, so it's like a couple gals there. We have a little horse side profile, really cute. And then some different images, the little stars, that also has a die. Happy birthday, cowgirl. Howdy, friend. Yeehaw, happy birthday. Or yeehaw, birthday girl. That's what it says. And kick up your heels and enjoy the day. And then some examples. I love the colorways that they used on this. It's really cute. I'm already thinking, of course, craft cardstock. But love the soft kind of peachy tones. Really, really pretty. Okay, so let's see. So we have the stamps. Let's just go there first. And they are, again, a nice size. I don't know if you see the horses there, the frame, the faces. Give you some idea. This larger one, again, if you cut with the die, it's just over 3 inches. And then, of course, this would be imposed in there. Or you can just have them, you know, on their own on your card. However, just over 2 inches on that one. The boot's like 2.5, the larger boot, and then everything else there. Really nice big sentiments. You have the dies for those pieces. And let's check out the stencils, and then we'll just jump right to it. Okay. So, lots of different sizes here. So I'll give you the dimensions, but you know, you want to subtract like maybe ½ inch all around because of the edges of the stencil. So this one with the horseshoes is just under 2.5 inches by 4 1/8. Really cute with the horseshoes. The Southwest pattern. This one and the other one are probably the same size, 6 1/4 by 3. And then you have the spotlights, which is really cool. Great for all kinds of uses. And then this guy is 5 1/4 by 3 3/4, just a little bit wider than that. Very cute. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is grab some papers, card base, all that good stuff, and I'll be right back. Yeah, I want to use this for the background, just like that, like a strip like this. So let's do a few things. I have some craft card. I think I'll make that the card base. And let's do a mini slimline. So let me see if I can do that. I recently broke my paper trimmer, so I'm going to use this and see if I can get the right sizing. So mini slimline for me is 3.5 by 6, so we need a 7 by 6 card base. So this is 11 inches, so yeah, perfect. I'm going to cut 5 inches off of this side. So that leaves 6 inches over here. So we gotta do some math because this thing's only 5 inches wide. And then 7, so that means I need to cut 1.5 inches off the 8.5 inch side. So 1.5 inches And then, let's see here. Perfect. I'm going to score this at 3.5 inches. We'll do that in just a moment. So 3.5 by 6. Trying to see if there's see how this is crooked, so that we don't want that to base anything off of. Okay, so, okay, actually let me cut that off. Just cut this little bit off. I don't really know how big this paper is, so I may not be able, I just want to cut it straight though. Then I'll measure it over here and have a rough idea. Oh, it's 6 1/8, odd measurement. I might have to bring this to a different thing to cut this down, but that's okay. So 3.5, I want it to be 3 3/8. And maybe I'll, hold on, 3.5. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. This is just a cream colored piece of cardstock. Again, it's just over 6 inches. So I'm going to eyeball how much I need to take off of this. And hopefully that'll be okay. So it's just over and then a little bit more. So let's do that. I'm looking for, it's still too big. That's funny. Okay. Let's go a little more. I'm going for 3 3/8 by 5 7/8. Hey, not bad. Okay, we'll leave it at that. And I'm just going to score this at 3.5 inches, guys, and then fold it, okay? I'll be right back. So I'm going to take this, and I want to do this Southwest pattern. Just kind of center it here. I'm just looking left and right. I guess we can put this straight on here. Again, if you're using your grid mats, you can, so again, sorry, if you're using your grip mats, you can use the little grids that come with it to help you center that. So I'm just going to stick that down right there and right here. And I grabbed some colors that remind me of this kind of thing. So I grabbed some orange, some brown, and some like a teal color. I think that'd be really pretty. I'm trying to decide which, maybe this one. And then I'm trying to think what colors should go where. If I go teal, orange, brown, teal, brown, orange. I don't know. Or maybe brown. No. I'll say if you think about orange and brown, like they're going to start making more brown colors. But let's start with this guy. And I mean, I can make this whole thing just the teal color. Or you can have it kind of ombre, right, a little bit. So I am kind of keeping to this area here, and that's fine. But it's kind of coming in here, teal, and then a little bit of brown. Maybe not the darkest one. Let's try this one. Kind of fading into that there too. So a little bit here, a little bit there. And then orange. I'll go with this tangerine color. I'm just making it back right now. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the topper part, but let's see what that looks like. That's very pretty. Okay. If you want to, I'm supposed, you can move this over and do it again or however, but I wanted that just down the middle there. I'm going to go rinse this off and I will be right back. Okay, let's go ahead and just glue that down and we'll continue from there. So just putting some glue on there. I mean, the card can still go this way, it can go this way, however, but I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and I really want to try out these little horses. And I think for this, because I'm making a mini slimline, I think we'll put the horses by themselves in the front and then maybe, do the sentiment on the inside, or not at all. I mean, it's fine. It can just be a pretty card like that. So let's take this guy. I'll probably color them. Ooh, watercolors would be pretty, wouldn't it? But, I was going to do alcohol ink markers. But if you want a softer look, I think watercolor would be really pretty. Or water-based markers or however. But let's stamp these guys. So I'm going to use a hybrid ink because, again, I'm going to use alcohol ink markers, but you can definitely use water-based inks. That'll work. They don't reactivate with alcoholic marker. That is too small. Alright. And I'm just going to go for it, and if it doesn't stamp quite right, I'll just stamp it again. But this is alcohol ink marker paper. If you choose to use just regular paper, just do the coloring really quickly, not a lot of blending because your paper will start pilling up or it'll just feather really, really badly. So I'm just making sure everything's touching. Might not have inked up the little ear on that guy, but hopefully I did. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry real well. I'll be back. I'm just gonna color these guys different colors, just very simply and easily, and I don't do too much. So, maybe a gray one, a brown one, maybe 2 gray ones, I don't know. So I'm just gonna grab some grays, some gray colors here, and maybe this guy right here. I'm gonna start with like a dark gray, and a little hair here, and just maybe here. Maybe this one's like a light color, but that's okay. I'm just gonna kind of accent some of the darker gray. Just in areas where I think there should be a shadow, I'll go with medium gray. Again, these aren't huge, so I don't really do the whole 3 color thing. I just kind of get in there a little bit. Whatever I think would be good, a little here. And maybe the dark gray again. Let's finish up this part. Light gray. I'm gonna go through his little mane here. Just color this whole thing in. I don't want to do too much detail. Oh, got a little bit in that brown one, but that's okay. We'll fix that in a minute. Probably gonna finish this area up. Maybe I'll go to the thinner ones because I keep going outside the lines there. This guy could also be done with the... Oh, but that's alright. Okay. Just something quick like that. If you add more color again, well, even with the same marker, you're going to get some different tones and highlights and stuff. And then I'll go back in with the dark gray and do the little hooves. Because again, I hardly ever use black, but if you want to go with black, you know, go for it. We're going to go in here. I'm probably going to go ahead and do all the hooves. And then the other ones I'm just going to do with a brown, like tan color. Same thing that you just saw me do with the gray one. So I will be right back. Them up, and let's see if I can see where we're going to be cutting, and if not, we'll do an aperture. So yeah, we're going to do aperture for sure. So let me cut this down, and maybe I'll do a drop shadow with the aperture. So for right now, we're just going to cut that piece off, and maybe I'll use this. We're going to run this guy through. And I'll show you a little trick in case, you know, I don't know where people are on their crafting journey, and we have new subscribers every day. So I'm going to take a scrap of paper. I am going to do a drop shadow, so I use the color that I would like. Just hinge it. Find an area that's nice and flat, you know, with a piece of washi or however, and hinge that. So we're going to run this through, and I'm sorry that I'm so close. I just haven't readjusted from when I did the coloring. Try and do this slowly but surely to not shake the camera too much. So we can remove this, and if I'm going to use it, I'll just keep it. But do not remove this part. So all you're going to do is hinge this up and see kind of where your image is. And that guy's like right there, and that looks really good. See where you would want that to cut. Flop it right back down and make sure it's in the same spot. So you kind of give it a little zhuzh, and then try to tape it so that you're still touching that, but you're also touching the paper that you want to cut into, and maybe this is making some contact. And hopefully that doesn't shift too much, because then we want to run that through, and you'll have a much better idea of where you're cutting. And let's see how we did. Just want to remove that carefully. Very, very good. Okay, let me clean up a little bit and we'll get this card put together. Okay, so let's bring our card back and our horses. Let's see how I want to drop shadow that. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, something like this. I think that would look really nice. And I'll get these guys on some dimensionals. And like that. And let me see, I thought maybe this way, right? So I'm kind of drop shadowing it to the bottom and to the right. Okay, I'm gonna get some dimensionals on the back of this and I'll be right back. Okay, I have some dimensionals on here, and I'm just gonna pop some, I mean, I suppose they could go this way, but with this kind of card, I feel like the dimensions looks better. Like this, I love the way that looks. Before I really push them down, I'm gonna make sure they're nice and centered. And I don't have a sentiment on the outside, and honestly, I love the way this looks. I'm not going to add one. Of course, you can stamp on the inside if you want to do your happy birthdays or your howdy friend or whatever else right in there. I would definitely do that, but look how pretty that is. Love it. So thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Die Press, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links as appropriate in the description box, and I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.